Hello everyone, and welcome to VoxPapyrus, the best place to improve your listening skills. Today, we have a new story for A1 and A2 levels. Sit back, relax, and let's learn together. Title: Listening to Music. Chapter 1: Alex's Music Collection. Alex loves music. He listens to music every day. In the morning, he listens to happy songs. In the evening, he listens to calm songs. Music makes him feel good. Alex has a big collection of music on his phone. He has more than 500 songs. He has pop music, rock music, jazz, and classical music. He likes many different kinds of music. His favorite singer is a woman named Clara Moon. She has a beautiful voice. She sings pop songs about love, friendship, and happy times. Alex knows all of her songs. He can sing them too, but his voice is not very good. He laughs about this. Alex also likes a rock band called the Blue Waves. They play guitar, drums, and bass. Their music is loud and exciting. Alex listens to the Blue Waves when he wants energy. He listens to them at the gym or when he cleans his apartment. For classical music, Alex likes piano pieces. He does not know the names of many classical composers, but he likes the sound of the piano. It is soft and beautiful. He listens to piano music when he reads a book or when he wants to sleep. Every Friday, Alex looks for new music. He opens his music app and looks at the new songs. Sometimes he finds a great new song. Sometimes he does not like the new songs. But he always enjoys looking. Music is like food for my ears, Alex tells his friend Tom. Tom laughs and says, "That is a funny way to say it, but I understand. I feel the same way." Chapter 2: Music and Memories. Music can bring back memories. When Alex hears certain songs, he remembers special moments from his past. There is one song that always makes Alex think of his mother, Elena. It is called Sunshine Days. His mother used to sing this song when Alex was a little boy. She sang it in the kitchen while she cooked dinner. Every time Alex hears Sunshine Days, he smiles and thinks of his mother's warm kitchen. Another song makes Alex think of his university days. It is a rock song called Young and Free by the Blue Waves. Alex and his friends listened to this song at every party. They danced and sang together. Now, when Alex hears Young and Free, he remembers those fun nights with his friends. There is also a sad song that Alex sometimes listens to. It is called Rainy Afternoon. Alex listened to this song when his grandmother was sick in the hospital. The song is slow and quiet. It has a piano and a soft voice. When Alex hears it now, he feels a little sad, but he also remembers the love he has for his grandmother Maggie. She is better now, and that makes him happy. Alex's sister Lily also loves music. She listens to different music than Alex. Lily likes electronic music and hip-hop. She says this music helps her when she paints. The beats give her energy, and the rhythms help her move her brush on the canvas. How can you paint with such loud music? Alex asks Lily on the phone. It is not loud for me, Lily says. It is just right. The music tells my hands what to do. Alex does not understand this, but he respects his sister's choice. Everyone likes different music, and that is okay. Chapter 3: The Music Shop. One Saturday morning, Alex walks through the center of Greenfield. He passes many shops. There is a bookshop, a clothing shop, and a bakery. Then he sees a shop he has never noticed before. The sign above the door says Melody House. Alex is curious. He opens the door and goes inside. The shop is full of musical instruments. There are guitars on the walls. There are drums in the corner. There are keyboards on long tables. There are also violins, flutes, and ukuleles. A man stands behind the counter. He is about 50 years old. He has gray hair and wears round glasses. He smiles at Alex. "Welcome to Melody House," the man says. "My name is Frank. Can I help you?" "I am just looking," Alex says. "I love music, but I do not play any instrument. Would you like to learn?" Frank asks. It is never too late to start. Alex looks at the guitars on the wall. They are beautiful. Some are brown, some are black, and one is bright red. Alex walks closer to the red guitar. He touches it gently. "That is a nice guitar," Frank says. "It is good for beginners. Would you like to try it?" "Can I?" Alex asks, surprised. Of course. Frank takes the guitar from the wall and gives it to Alex. Alex holds the guitar. It feels strange in his hands. He does not know how to hold it properly. Frank shows him. "Put your left hand here, on the neck of the guitar," Frank says. "And use your right hand to play the strings." Alex tries. He moves his fingers across the strings. The sound is not beautiful. It is messy and strange. But Alex likes it. He likes the feeling of making sound with his own hands. "That is a good start," Frank says with a smile. "If you want, I give guitar lessons here every Tuesday and Thursday evening. The class is small, just 4 or 5 students." Alex thinks about this. He has always wanted to learn an instrument. Maybe now is the right time. "How much does it cost?" Alex asks. "The lessons are $20 for 1 hour, Frank says. "And if you buy a guitar from my shop, I give you the first 2 lessons for free." Alex looks at the red guitar. It costs $150. That is not cheap, but it is not too expensive either. Alex decides to think about it. "Thank you, Frank," Alex says. "I will think about it and come back." "Take your time," Frank says. "The guitar will be here waiting for you." Alex leaves the shop with a big smile on his face. He feels excited about the idea of learning guitar. Chapter 4: Sharing Music with Friends. That evening, Alex meets his friends Tom and Emma at the Morning Cup Cafe. They order their usual drinks. Alex gets a cappuccino, Tom gets a black coffee, and Emma gets a hot chocolate. I went to a music shop today, Alex tells them. I held a guitar for the first time. It was amazing. Really? Emma says. Are you going to learn guitar? I am thinking about it, Alex says. The shop owner gives lessons. But I am not sure if I have time. You should do it, Tom says. I played guitar when I was younger. It is very fun. You played guitar? Alex is surprised. I did not know that. Yes, I played for 3 years in high school, Tom says. I was not very good, but I enjoyed it. I still have my old guitar at home. Can you still play? Emma asks. A little, Tom says. My fingers do not remember all the chords, but I can play some simple songs. Play something for us one day. Alex says. Tom laughs. Maybe. If you start learning, we can play together. The three friends talk about their favorite music. Alex likes pop and rock. Tom likes country music and folk songs. Emma likes jazz and soul music. My father played jazz music in our house every Sunday morning, Emma says. He had a big collection of vinyl records. Do you know what vinyl records are? The big black circles? Alex asks. Yes. Emma laughs. They are called vinyl records, or just records. My father had hundreds of them. The sound from a record is warm and rich. It is different from digital music. I have never listened to a vinyl record, Alex says. You should come to my apartment sometime, Emma says. I have my father's old record player and some of his records. We can listen together. I would love that, Alex says. Tom nods. Me too. That sounds like a great evening. They plan to have a music night at Emma's apartment the following weekend. Everyone will bring their favorite songs to share. Chapter 5: Learning about different kinds of music. The next day is Sunday. Alex has a quiet day at home. He sits on his sofa with his laptop and decides to learn about different kinds of music. He starts with pop music. Pop is short for popular. Pop music is the most common kind of music in the world. Pop songs usually have a strong melody and a catchy chorus. The chorus is the part of the song that repeats. Pop songs are often about love, dancing, and having fun. Famous pop singers include many artists from different countries. Next, Alex reads about rock music. Rock music started in the 1950s. It uses electric guitars, bass guitars, and drums. Rock music can be soft or very loud. There are many types of rock: classic rock, punk rock, alternative rock, and heavy metal. Alex likes classic rock the best. Then Alex reads about jazz. Jazz started in the United States in the early 1900s. It comes from African American musical traditions. Jazz musicians often improvise, which means they create music as they play, without following a strict plan. Jazz uses instruments like the saxophone, trumpet, piano, and double bass. The music can be fast and exciting or slow and smooth. Alex also reads about classical music. Classical music has a very long history. It goes back hundreds of years. Famous classical composers include Mozart, Beethoven, and Bach. Classical music uses orchestras with many instruments, violins, cellos, flutes, oboes, French horns, and many more. Alex learns that a symphony is a long piece of classical music with 4 parts, called movements. He reads about country music too. Country music comes from the southern United States. It often tells stories about life, love, and the countryside. Country music uses guitars, banjos, fiddles, and harmonicas. Tom likes country music, so Alex wants to understand it better. Finally, Alex reads about electronic music. Electronic music is made with computers and electronic instruments. DJs create electronic music for dancing. There are many types: house, techno, trance, and dubstep. Lily likes electronic music, which is why Alex reads about it. After 2 hours of reading, Alex feels like he knows much more about music. He makes a playlist on his phone with 1 song from each kind of music. He wants to listen to all of them and find new songs he likes. Chapter 6: Music Night at Emma's. The following Saturday, Alex, Tom, and Emma meet at Emma's apartment for their music night. Emma's apartment is cozy and warm. She has many books on her shelves, colorful cushions on her sofa, and plants on her windowsill. In the corner of her living room, there is an old record player on a wooden table. Next to it, there is a box of vinyl records. "Welcome to my music room," Emma says with a smile. She has prepared snacks for the evening. There are chips, nuts, cheese, crackers, and small sandwiches on the coffee table. There is also juice, water, and a bottle of red wine. "This looks wonderful, Emma," Tom says. "Thank you. Let's start with some records," Emma says. She opens the box and shows them the records. Each record has a colorful cover with artwork on it. "This one is my favorite," Emma says, holding up a record with a blue cover. It is a jazz album by Miles Davis. "My father listened to it every week." She carefully takes the record out of its cover and places it on the record player. She puts the needle on the record. There is a soft crackling sound, and then the music starts. The music fills the room. It is a trumpet playing a slow, beautiful melody. A piano joins in, then a double bass. The sound is warm and rich, just like Emma said. "Wow," Alex says quietly. "This is beautiful. The sound is so different from my phone," Tom says. "It feels more real." They sit and listen to the whole album. It is about 40 minutes long. Nobody talks much. They just enjoy the music and eat snacks. After the jazz record, Tom shares his music. He has brought his phone with a playlist of country songs. "This is my favorite country song," Tom says. He plays a song about a man who drives his truck through the countryside on a summer evening. The guitar is gentle, and the singer's voice is warm and deep. I like this, Alex says. It makes me think of driving on a long road with the windows open. That is exactly the feeling. Tom says, happy that Alex understands. Then it is Alex's turn. He plays his favorite Clara Moon song, called Dancing in the Kitchen. It is a happy pop song with a fun melody. Emma and Tom start to move their heads to the rhythm. This is very catchy, Emma says. I can see why you like her. They spend the whole evening sharing music. Each person plays 5 or 6 songs. They talk about why they like each song, what it makes them feel, and what memories it brings back. At 10 o'clock, Tom looks at his watch. It is getting late, he says. But this was one of the best evenings I have had in a long time. I agree, Alex says. We should do this again. Every month, Emma suggests. A monthly music night. Perfect, Tom and Alex say at the same time, and they all laugh. Chapter 7, Alex makes a decision. On Monday morning, Alex wakes up early. He has been thinking about the guitar all weekend. The music night at Emma's apartment made him want to learn music even more. He gets dressed, eats breakfast, and goes to work. But all day at work, he thinks about the red guitar at Melody House. During his lunch break, he looks at his bank account on his phone. He has enough money. $150 for the guitar, and the first 2 lessons are free. After work, Alex walks to Melody House. Frank is there, helping a young woman choose a violin. Alex. You came back, Frank says with a warm smile. I did, Alex says. I want to buy the red guitar. And I want to start lessons. Frank's face lights up. That is wonderful. Let me get the guitar for you. Frank takes the red guitar from the wall. He puts it in a black guitar case. He also gives Alex 3 guitar picks, a small device called a tuner, and a beginner's songbook. These are gifts, Frank says. Every new student gets them. Alex pays for the guitar and signs up for lessons. His first lesson is on Thursday evening at 7 o'clock. What will I learn in the first lesson? Alex asks. We will start with the basics, Frank says. How to hold the guitar, how to tune it, and your first 3 chords. With 3 chords, you can already play many songs. Alex carries his new guitar home. He feels like a child with a new toy. He cannot stop smiling. When he gets home, he opens the case and takes out the guitar. He sits on his sofa and holds it. He tries to remember how Frank showed him to hold it in the shop. Left hand on the neck, right hand on the strings. He tries to play the strings. The sound is not good yet, but Alex does not care. He is making music. His own music. And that feels amazing. He takes a photo of himself with the guitar and sends it to his family group chat. His mother Elena writes back immediately, "My son, a musician. I am so proud." His brother Daniel sends a thumbs up emoji. His sister Lily writes, "Cool." learn to play a song for me. His father Robert writes, I played guitar too, when I was young. Ask me if you need help. Alex did not know his father played guitar. He calls his father right away. Dad, you played guitar? Alex asks. Yes, for many years, Robert says. I played in a small band in university. We played at parties and small concerts. It was a wonderful time. Why did you stop? Alex asks. Life got busy, Robert says. Work, family, children. But I still have my guitar. Maybe I should start playing again too. You should, Dad, Alex says. We can learn together. Well, you can teach me. Robert laughs. I will visit you next month. I will bring my guitar. We can play together. Alex is very happy. Music is already bringing new connections and conversations into his life. Chapter 8, The First Guitar Lesson. Thursday evening arrives. Alex puts on comfortable clothes and walks to Melody House with his guitar. When he arrives, he sees 4 other students in the back room of the shop. There are chairs arranged in a half circle, and Frank stands at the front with his own guitar. The other students introduce themselves. There is Maria, a young woman who works at the hospital. There is James, a retired man who is about 65 years old. There is Suki, a university student from Japan. And there is Paul, a tall man who works at the fire station. Welcome, everyone, Frank says. Tonight is the beginning of your guitar journey. I am excited to be your guide. Frank starts by showing them how to hold the guitar properly. The body of the guitar sits on your right leg. Your left hand holds the neck. Your thumb goes behind the neck for support. Now, let's learn about the strings, Frank says. A guitar has 6 strings. From the thickest to the thinnest, they are E, A, D, G, B, and E. The thickest string makes the lowest sound. The thinnest string makes the highest sound. Alex looks at his strings. He touches each one and tries to remember the names. E, A, D, G, B, E. Frank teaches them a way to remember. Every animal does good before eating. Everyone laughs. Alex repeats it in his head. Every animal does good before eating. He will remember this. Next, Frank teaches them how to tune the guitar using the tuner. He shows them how to turn the small knobs at the top of the guitar to make each string sound right. This takes some time, but eventually everyone's guitar is in tune. Now, the exciting part, Frank says. Your first chord. A chord is when you play more than one string at the same time. Tonight, we will learn 3 chords, G, C, and D. Frank shows them where to put their fingers for each chord. It is hard at first. Alex's fingers feel clumsy. They do not want to go to the right places. When he tries to press the strings, his fingers hurt. This is normal, Frank says. Your fingers will hurt for the first few weeks. But soon, the skin on your fingertips will become harder, and it will not hurt anymore. Alex tries the G chord. He puts his fingers where Frank showed him and strums the strings with his right hand. The sound is not perfect. Some strings buzz. But it sounds like music, and Alex is proud. After an hour, the lesson ends. Alex can play G, C, and D, but not very smoothly. He needs to practice. Practice for 15 minutes every day, Frank says. Change between the three chords. Slowly at first, then faster. By next Tuesday, you will be much better. Alex walks home with his guitar on his back. His fingers are sore, but his heart is full of joy. Chapter 9: Practice makes progress. Over the next 2 weeks, Alex practices guitar every day. He follows Frank's advice and practices for 15 minutes each evening after dinner. At first, it is very difficult. Changing from one chord to another takes a long time. His fingers hurt. The sound is not clean. But Alex does not give up. He remembers something his father told him: nothing good comes easily. Be patient with yourself. By the end of the first week, Alex can change between G and C without looking at his fingers. By the end of the second week, he can play all three chords in a smooth rhythm. Frank is impressed at the next lesson. Alex, you have practiced well, he says. You are ready to learn your first song. The song is called Knocking on Heaven's Door. It uses only 4 chords: G, D, A minor, and C. Frank teaches them the A minor chord, which is the new one. It is actually easier than the others because the fingers are closer together. Alex practices the song at home that evening. It is slow and clumsy at first, but after 30 minutes, he can play it from beginning to end. He even tries to sing the words at the same time. His singing is not great, but he does not care. He is playing a real song on a real guitar. He calls Tom on the phone and plays a little bit of the song for him. That is amazing, Alex. Tom says. You learned that in just 2 weeks? With a lot of practice, Alex says. My fingers have small marks on them from pressing the strings. Those are called calluses, Tom says. They will make your playing easier over time. Alex also plays for Emma over a video call. She claps her hands and says, "You are a natural, Alex. Keep going." Even his neighbor Sarah hears him playing through the wall. The next morning, she knocks on his door. I heard music last night, Sarah says with a smile. Was that you? Yes, sorry if it was loud, Alex says, a little embarrassed. Not at all. It sounded lovely, Sarah says. I used to play piano when I was young. Maybe we should start a band. They both laugh, but Alex thinks about it. A band would be fun. Maybe one day. Chapter 10: Music is everywhere. As Alex learns more about music, he starts to notice music everywhere in his life. He never paid much attention before, but now he hears it all the time. At the supermarket, there is soft pop music playing from the speakers. It makes shopping more pleasant. At the cafe, there is jazz music in the background. It creates a relaxed atmosphere. At the gym, there is loud electronic music that gives people energy to exercise. When Alex walks in the park, he hears birds singing. He realizes that bird songs are music too. Each bird has its own melody. The robin has a high, cheerful song. The blackbird has a rich, flute-like sound. Alex starts to listen to the birds more carefully. On the street, there is sometimes a busker, a person who plays music for money in a public place. Near the Greenfield town square, there is a man who plays the violin every Saturday. His name is Old Mr. Peters, and he has been playing there for 20 years. People stop to listen and put coins in his hat. Alex also notices the rhythm in everyday sounds. The tick-tock of a clock is like a drum beat. The rain on the window makes its own music. Even the sound of traffic has a rhythm, cars passing, horns honking, engines humming. I think learning guitar has changed the way I hear the world, Alex tells Frank at his next lesson. Frank nods wisely. That is what music does, he says. It opens your ears. Before you learned music, you heard sounds. Now, you listen to them. There is a big difference between hearing and listening. Alex thinks about this. Frank is right. Before, sounds were just noise. Now, every sound has meaning, rhythm, and beauty. Alex continues his guitar lessons every week. He learns new chords, new songs, and new techniques. He is not a great guitar player yet, but he is getting better every day. And most importantly, he enjoys every minute of it. Music has become a big part of Alex's life. It is there when he wakes up, when he works, when he relaxes, and when he goes to sleep. It connects him with his friends, his family, and the world around him. And it all started with a walk past a little shop called Melody House. Chapter 11, A Special Concert. 1 month after Alex starts his guitar lessons, something exciting happens in Greenfield. A poster appears on the notice board at the Morning Cup Cafe. It says, Greenfield Summer Music Festival. Saturday, July 15th. Town Square, 2 p.m. to 10 p.m. Live music, food stalls, and fun for everyone. Free entry. Alex reads the poster with great excitement. A music festival. In Greenfield. He takes a photo of the poster and sends it to Tom and Emma. Emma writes back, I saw this too. We must go. Tom writes, I'm in. Let's meet at the town square at 2 o'clock. On the day of the festival, the weather is perfect. The sky is blue, the sun is warm, and there is a gentle breeze. Alex puts on his favorite t-shirt and his sunglasses and walks to the town square. The town square looks completely different today. There is a big stage at one end with speakers, microphones, and lights. In front of the stage, there is a large open area for people to stand and dance. Around the edges, there are food stalls selling burgers, pizza, ice cream, and lemonade. There are also stalls selling handmade jewelry, t-shirts, and artwork. Alex finds Tom and Emma near the lemonade stall. Tom is wearing a cowboy hat, which makes Alex laugh. It is a music festival, Tom says, touching his hat. I need to look the part. The festival starts at 2 o'clock. The first band plays acoustic folk music. A man and a woman sing together while playing guitar and violin. Their voices blend together beautifully. Alex closes his eyes and enjoys the sound. The second act is a jazz trio, a pianist, a saxophone player, and a drummer. They play fast, exciting music. Emma loves this part. She moves her body to the rhythm and has the biggest smile on her face. Then there is a rock band with loud guitars and powerful drums. Tom and Alex stand near the front and enjoy the energy. The lead singer jumps around the stage and sings with great passion. After the rock band, there is a DJ who plays electronic music. Young people start dancing. The beats are strong, and the bass is deep. Alex thinks of his sister Lily. She would love this. Between the acts, Alex and his friends try different foods. Alex eats a delicious burger with cheese and onions. Tom has a slice of pepperoni pizza. Emma gets strawberry ice cream. The last act of the festival is the most special. It is a local singer-songwriter named Grace. She comes on stage alone with just an acoustic guitar. She has long brown hair, a gentle voice, and she writes all her own songs. Grace sings about life in a small town. She sings about walking by the river, drinking coffee on rainy mornings, and watching the sunset from her window. Her songs are simple but beautiful. The words paint pictures in Alex's mind. One song is called "This Little Town." The chorus goes, "This little town, with its quiet streets, where everybody smiles when everybody meets. This little town, under stars above. This little town is the town I love." Everyone in the crowd sings along. Alex does not know the words, but by the third chorus, he is singing too. He looks at Tom and Emma. They are all singing together, surrounded by hundreds of happy people. At the end of the song, everyone claps and cheers. Grace smiles and waves. "Thank you, Greenfield," she says. "You are the best audience in the world." The festival ends at 10 o'clock. Alex, Tom, and Emma walk home together under the stars. The streets are quiet now, but Alex can still hear the music in his head. "That was perfect," Alex says. "It really was," Emma agrees. "Same time next year?" Tom asks. "Absolutely," they all say together. Alex goes home, sits on his sofa, and picks up his red guitar. He tries to play the chord progression from Grace's song, "This Little Town." It is not perfect, but it sounds close. He smiles to himself. One day, he thinks, maybe he will be on that stage. Maybe not. But either way, music has already given him something wonderful: joy, friendship, and a new way to see the world. And that is more than enough. Chapter 12, Songs Around the World. The next week, Alex has an interesting conversation with Suki at guitar class. Suki is from Japan, and she tells Alex about Japanese music. "In Japan, we have a traditional instrument called the koto," Suki says. "It is like a long, flat harp. It has 13 strings. The sound is very beautiful and gentle. My grandmother plays the koto. I would love to hear it, Alex says. I have videos on my phone, Suki says. She shows Alex a video of her grandmother playing the koto. The music is soft and flowing, like water in a stream. It is very different from guitar music, but it is wonderful. This makes Alex curious about music from different countries. He goes home and does some research on his laptop. He learns that in India, there is an instrument called the sitar. It has a long neck and many strings. The sound is very unique. Indian classical music uses different scales than Western music, and it can go on for a very long time. Some performances last for hours. In Africa, drums are very important. There are many different types of drums, like the djem and the talking drum. African drumming is often part of celebrations, ceremonies, and community events. The rhythms are complex and exciting. In Spain, there is a style of music called flamenco. It uses a special kind of guitar playing with fast, rhythmic patterns. Flamenco also involves singing and dancing. The dancers wear beautiful dresses and stamp their feet on the floor to create rhythm. In Ireland, traditional music uses instruments like the fiddle, the tin whistle, and the bodhrán, which is a type of drum. Irish music is lively and happy. People often dance to it in pubs and at festivals. In Brazil, there is a style called bossa nova. It combines jazz with Brazilian rhythms. The music is smooth and relaxed. It is perfect for a sunny afternoon. Alex makes a playlist called Music Around the World. He puts 1 or 2 songs from each country on the list. He listens to the playlist while he cooks dinner that evening. Each song takes him to a different place in the world, even though he is standing in his kitchen in Greenfield. He shares the playlist with his guitar class the next week. Everyone loves it. Maria shares some traditional songs from her parents' home country, Mexico. James talks about the blues music he heard in Mississippi when he was young. Paul plays a traditional French folk song on his phone that his grandmother used to sing. Frank listens to all of this and smiles. "This is what I love about music," he says. It brings people together from all over the world. You do not need to speak the same language to enjoy music together. Music is a language that everyone understands. Alex thinks Frank is absolutely right. Music has no borders. A song from Japan can move someone in England. A rhythm from Africa can make someone dance in America. A melody from Brazil can bring peace to someone in Germany. Music truly is a universal language. And Alex is so happy that he has started to learn this language. He picks up his red guitar and plays the 3 chords he knows. G, C, D. Simple chords, but they are the beginning of something beautiful. Chapter 13, Making a Song. 2 months after his first lesson, Alex tries something new. He tries to write his own song. He sits at his kitchen table with a notebook and a pen. He writes down words that come to his mind. Morning light. Coffee cup. Quiet street. Friendly face. He picks up his guitar and tries to put the words together with chords. He plays G and sings, "Morning light comes through my window." Then he plays C and sings, "I make my coffee, nice and slow." Then D and, "I walk along the quiet street." And back to G, and say hello to everyone I meet. It is very simple. The melody is not complicated. But it is his song. Alex wrote it himself. He plays it 3 more times, changing small things each time. He adds a second verse about the park and the birds. He adds a third verse about coming home in the evening. He writes all the words in his notebook. He draws the chord names above each line. He is so proud of his little song. It is not a masterpiece, but it is honest and real. The next day at work, Alex cannot stop thinking about his song. During his lunch break, he sits in the park near his office and writes more lyrics in his notebook. He writes about the seasons changing, about friendship, and about the simple pleasures of life. That evening, he plays his song for his father on a video call. Robert listens carefully. When Alex finishes, Robert is quiet for a moment. "That is beautiful, son," Robert says. His voice is soft. "You wrote that yourself?" "Yes," Alex says, feeling a little shy. "I am very proud of you," Robert says. "Your mother would love this song. Play it for her next time she calls." Alex plays the song for Elena the next day. She cries happy tears. "My boy is a songwriter now," she says. "Play it again, please." Alex plays it again, and Elena sings along the second time, making up a harmony. Her voice is beautiful, just like Alex remembers from his childhood. Music has given Alex something he never expected. It has given him a new way to express himself. Before, he used words to talk to people. Now, he can use music too. And sometimes, music says things that words cannot. Alex knows that his musical journey is just starting. There is so much more to learn, so many more songs to discover, and so many more moments to enjoy. And he cannot wait for all of it. Thank you for listening to this story. We hope you enjoyed it. See you next time on VoxPapyrus.